This is what I'm microfarming corn seeds and popcorn. Right here I'm using this method. It's sort of like a rag aeroponic thing since air builds up here. That's a debris temperature. Right here feels really, really cold. Over here, temperate, warm, breeze. Right here I'm pruning. I'm gonna use this wood to build. Once it gets thick enough, I got a branch. I'm gonna be self-sufficient with it, probably building boxes like this or a ref. I got an onion on here. I have a sunsetter. Right here I used all these evil stones. Well, I don't know what they're called. As you can see, I used this bottle too, since hydrogen builds up every time I irrigate it and the bottle cap is ripped. I use this as a thermostat, homemade, and this one too. That's air nozzle for it to breathe and exhaust, so it won't dehydrate. And that I have that thing to see if it builds up frost once it starts evaporating and it gets caught up in it. As you can see, the temperature is neutral. So this is a motion sensor capacitor type of debris. As you can see, it has a charge, a build, and a mod, and anti-cool. This thing, when it feels the breeze in, as you see, air goes in, and you motion sensor it and wave it, it picks up your sensor and it bottles up in there in the box and it breezes back out. What I put this is to aerodynamic temperatures. Since this one reacts to the sun and debris with the cotton, this one reacts to moisture and etc. Also have a rock for mimicking rock endurance. The plants have, as you can see, I'm growing rosemary and an onion, a sweet potato. I'm trying to hybridize just by planting it without pruning it and incarnating it. As well, I have this type of popcorn. So I'm debraiding and planning to be self-sufficient again. I also have this gimmick tanker. This is a homemade fish tank. As you see, it has little breather holes and a bottler where air builds up, and a wire with a string. You know, here it has a breather hole and etc. Oh crap! So as you can see, it mimics hydroponics. And evident. I also put salt. I'm also going to put some water where I fish, those little charal looking things. I'll be microfarming, eating charal for a year or two, since my teacher knocked. I've done it before. Also, like I told you, I'm going to put algae and water and fermentation of salt and sugar. And I'm going to be spraying. But here I have a neutralizer too. I put some debris there to know when it's time for me to irrigate. And actually not move the pot, but open the, not the window, but that curtain. Over here I have some, I'm picking chicken and stuff like that. With a little parrot, I'm going to hybridize it and be microfarming in my room. As you can see, this one's an irrigator. And that one's taller E-frost. I pierced the hole in E-frost, as you can see. Mass effects building up. And this thing is collapsing, which is kind of stupid, since that bottle fell off. Well, that's all I have here for now. But I could make a good debris amount of money by selling seedlings, you know. If you're starting up as a micro farmer, you could walk around with some of this, whatever grows for a season, use debris and sell it. This one's becoming sort of droughty. I'm going to squirt some water since it's frosting. And then I'm going to turn on my heater by turning off the light and debris. It needs to be sprayed because it builds up moisture and debris. You don't have to spray a lot. It always incarnates. So you basically sell each seedling for like 10 cents. I have made with this method, since the seedling sometimes grows pretty fast if you keep it at a good thermostat level, like this one right over here, microfarm thing with a electric thing plug. But you gotta have the proper watt. I usually drum here since I like calibrating temperatures by passing my hand and stuff. As you can see, I have that box. That's why it's neuro. I have made $1,000 in a week selling seedlings, and I also know how to process foods. Believe it or not, you don't have. If you see my playlist, I have how to clone lettuce. You could debris candy from it by extracting that scent of corn that you can make corn syrup and sugar mimic. That's candy, and believe it or not, gelatin mimic, toffee, 39 different food products And as well, you could still harvest the corn by letting it grow. Of course, you gotta be quite a professional and know how to extract basically the corn syrup without damaging the seedling. You know, still grow and harvest corn and many other fruit products adding on after the ones I mentioned, which is 69 in total. So knowing it all seems very basic, and I hope you learn from this upload, and I'll add it to a playlist, Apple Farming. Okay.